I am coming from Region Infrastructure Service Private Limited from Chennai. Sir, thank you. सर आप प्लीज, हाँ इधर ही देते ना सर जी। सर मैं आपसे कल से बात कर रहा हूं प्लीज। हाँ सर खालून म्हणजे सगळ्यांना असं वाटतंय की वरतूनच नंबर सर थोड़ा अपना इंट्रोडक्शन देते हुए नंबर भी बताएंगे प्लीज।
Good morning, Nandan Bapat from Hind Rectifiers, and the lucky winner is 7297. 7297.
7297 इस नंबर से कोई है सर? अगला नंबर हो खालचे मध्ये सपला असू शकतं लेकिन मैं इसको एक बार हिलाया भी हूं सर पूरा, इसीलिए कुछ भी हो सकता है। अब
Seven 7190.
7190 यस मिल गया सर। थैंक यू सर। मैडम थोड़ा सा इंट्रोडक्शन खुद का देते हुए, कहाँ से आए हैं बताते हुए एक नंबर निकालें।
अर्चना उरवाड़े फ्रॉम हिंद रेक्टिफायर्स।
Hello, myself Anand Kumar Chaudhary. I am from Power Grid Corporation of India Limited, coming from Raipur, Chhattisgarh.
क्या बात है सर, कोरबा ऐसे दोस्ती होनी चाहिए ना।
7289 नंबर
7289. 7289. Anyone? Can I have 7289 here, please? Okay, I think 7289 is not available. We'll go to the another number. Madam, you're getting a good opportunity to go on picking up the numbers.
7267
7267.
मिल जाएगा, बढ़िया मजा आ जाएगी।
मुझे भी नहीं पता मेरा।
थैंक यू मैडम।
Myself ZM Bijapura from Jetco.
सर जिनकी स्माइल सबसे ज्यादा उन्हीं के पास में आता है। सर प्लीज सर यही नहीं होता है, केवल अपना ही नहीं निकलता है लकी ड्रॉ में। आपका नहीं है ना?
Myself Vinay Jani from Voltime Transformers Limited, Vadodara. 7168.
7168. Anyone? 7168. I hope सबने अभी अपने अपने numbers check कर लिए होंगे. So I think we don't have that number over here.
7236.
7236. Anyone? I repeat, 7236. Anyone there at the breakfast counter with 7236?
7117.
7117. May I have the person 7117? My God. People are missing the lucky draw.
सर ने एक नया क्वेश्चन पूछा है कि अगर 5 लोगों का नहीं निकलता है तो लकी ड्रॉ मेरा होगा क्या?
7258.
7258. 7258. No? Oh my God.
हेलो हेलो हेलो
7021.
7021. Oh, ma'am, you're lucky. After picking up so many chits, you finally got the.
आइए मैडम, देखिए सर,
Please.
अब अभी मैडम ने नंबर निकाला, अब आपका नंबर निकल सकता है 7127. मैडम प्लीज सर, थैंक यू.
So till now we have received only 3 participants from this lucky draw. रुको ना, इनको देते हैं ना एक बार. नंबर
हो जाने दीजिए, नहीं पहले उधर का हो जाने दीजिए. इसका हो गया, मैडम को दे दीजिए.
हेलो
I am Jaran Kumar, MRPL Mangalore.
हेलो
7036.
7036.
7036 is Mr. Narayan
7036. Yes.
Mr. Narayan Murki, branch head Mumbai.
कौन सर? टीम आपकी है सर,
From Voltas
मतलब आपको
Transformers.
मिल गया. सर थैंक यू वेरी मच सर. सर
Narayan Mutki from Voltam Transformers, Mumbai.
सर नेक्स्ट कॉल के लिए. सॉरी.
Yes, Ravi from Region Infrastructures Private Limited. Okay. Chennai. 7003.
7003.
7003.
वेलकम सर, वेलकम सर. एक्चुअली लकी ड्रॉ ये भी है कि एक बार में निकल गया सर. थैंक यू. साथ कहीं है क्या? सर ये भी अच्छा है सर. थैंक यू. प्लीज
पलक
सर, आप मोबाइल में हैं, इसीलिए मैं आपके पास आ रहा हूँ. प्लीज.
Sir, myself Brijendra Kumar Singh from Stag Energy. From Stag Energy. मेरा ही आना है सर.
पीरियड डबल लकी हो जाएगा.
7046. Seven two zero five.
7205. Still people are looking at their batches. सबको अपना नंबर भी याद नहीं है, I think.
Seven zero nine two.
7092. Anyone? 7092. I'm surprised. So many numbers coming out of the bowl, but people are not there. So the people who are lucky are not here.
महाराष्ट्र ट्रांसमिशन से सबसे ज़्यादा लोग आए हैं, तो 38 पार्टिसिपेंट्स. तो मैं चाहूँगा कि उनमें से एक कोई लकी जो आप लोगों को लगता हो, या कौन कौन है, थोड़ा हाथ एक बार उठाएंगे सर प्लीज. सर आइए प्लीज. ये सर यस, कुछ तो ऐसा होना चाहिए ना कि बिना मेहनत के काम हो जाए. सर थैंक यू. लकी ड्रॉ यहाँ और हो रहा है.
Directly without picking up the chit, you became lucky for today's day.
Please.
Praveen ji, yes. हाँ
हाँ जी, लकी ड्रॉ निकालते निकालते जितने लोगों ने इससे निकाला उनको लगता था मेरा नंबर निकले, आपका निकल गया. सर थैंक यू.
ओके प्रवीण.
आप सबसे रिक्वेस्ट है कि प्लीज सामने आएंगे.
I request Mr. Jason to please come forward and help me to give them the prizes. आप थोड़ा सा आगे आ जाइए, one by one, please. Thank you. ठीक है.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Only one voice I could hear, and that too only from this table, which is the most respected table here. Once again, good morning, everyone. Awesome. I believe you had a good sleep yesterday. Probably, yes. All right. So, again, welcome back to day 2 Traco Care. We have made small changes. Being MOC, I got authority from Jagdish that you have authority to change, and I enjoyed that liberty. So today's session, we are distributing in typically 4 sessions like yesterday. The session 1, which will start right now, then we'll have a small tea break. Then session 2, in a session 2, we'll have more of interactive session. And then we'll have a lunch break. Then after lunch break, we come back, we will have a small session and enough time for interactive question and answer. That's going to be an open session. Most enjoyable session of a Traco Care. That's going to be there. So quickly, you can look at the agenda for today. There may be some micro changes in the agenda depending on the availability. Luckily, there is no virtual presentation except one. So there's only one request came from Power Grid because of some prior unavoidable priorities, and then he has to be there. So he is going to present virtually, except that everything is physically, and only one session will be a hybrid mode. Thank you. So I request just quickly you can glance at the agenda. There may be, as I said, small changes. The first session where we are going to start with one of the activity which we are doing for last couple of years, and I remember, correct me Patnaik Sahib if I forgot the date, 18th September 2017, correct, Uri attack. Okay, so that was the day when Mr. Patnaik, before that, 2 days before that, I and Mr. Patnaik were sitting in the Delhi for one of the conference, and suddenly he realized that the electrical faculty and electrical engineers are not associated together. And then he said, I can make a group, and that group is called Spark. So most of you are connected to Spark. Even if you are not connected, I would request to get connected with that. A lot of knowledge sharing is happening on that group. He is very strict and really a good administrator of that group. And he once removed to the very respected authority of this place, and the people are sitting here. So that's a quite interactive session. Over the last, let's say, 7 years of a journey, lot of interactive sessions, questions, answer has been collated, and he did a fantastic job of combining them together. And that book has been made, and some books are already available. You might have got a free book in your bag and kit. So we are going to have a formal inauguration of that book. So I request Mr. Patnaik to be on dais, please. Mr. Patnaik. Respected Negi sir. Jai Secion sir. Dr. Rajamani, please. And Mr. Dinesh Kavle, please. Thank you. All right, so I start with Mr. Patnaik, and Mr. Patnaik, your time starts now, please. उसका चार साइड का presentation.
हेलो, नमस्कार.
Namaskar.
Jai Jagannath. To start with the spiritual mode and the book inauguration, I am a bit excited upon to speak on this way. The book is being titled as Practical Query-Based Compendium on O&M of Transformer. This is the joint venture of our Spark Group and Knowledge Cluster. So, to talk about this, this is the outline, where we have the queries basically come from the field utilities and field units, and also some of manufacturers, they have asked the queries. Replies, we have made the coalition of all the renowned experts with a practical solutions of those queries, which is already there in your kit bag. Then some of the feasible and doable practical recommendations also been mentioned over there, so which will be quite useful also. Finally, it is useful for you, the power professionals. If you go through, then it will be having up some different. So in this way, you can say the concept behind this book is that everybody needs somebody sometimes. So that's why it is a combination of all renowned engineers, and that way to go for coalition and all these things been compiled also in a book that is called query-based book. Then the contents. Right now, in a short notice, as it has been finalized, so we have taken only 6 contests. In those contests, the transformer accessories are there, in which we have covered of bushings like OLTC, then body-mounted devices like book holes, PRB, SPRB, all these things and others. In second channel, we have, in the second chapter, we have like transformer applications. That is the most important area where the real transformer kept in the service and the issues been obtained over there, brought into way, and also taken in the form of reply of those important queries. Chapter number 3 goes with of a transformer system. Whenever transformer is being felt in the fleet or felt in the dais itself or the platform, then we need to have different items to get connected, like lightning arrestor, like conductors, like CT, PT, all these things, and also the earthing and also, which has been coming under the transformer system. Transformer oil, one of the most important area that has been covered here also. And the testing, when basically we have here included the pre-commissioning testing part, and also some of the few maintenance testing part, and the final one is for transformer protections. Because transformer is the most vital item in the electrical system, so that's why the transformer protections where we have got issues, and further improvement what needed to be taken in the present era, that has been covered over there. So the endeavor behind is that we can speak in this way, 1,000 miles of journey always starts with the first step. So today is our first step. I extend my sincere thanks for Knowledge Cluster Group, as they have supported us and to go for this first step to get on. Now, some of the few, these sample queries also, I'm just posting here, but you will be finding number of queries. Like in transformer accessories, the queries been taken as one sample part. What might be the reason of maloperation of the book holds relay? If you go for in the field practices, maximum people they get the book holds relay used to get maloperated because of many of the reasons. There are n number of reasons. So it has been just taken those things and put it in the queries mode, put it in the reply mode and all. Like an example, transformer applications one, during charging of the transformer, sometimes also spark occur in the that particular tank flange part, upper and below part, the spark occurs. Why it is the cause and what should be the reason and how to eliminate it, that has been also taken in the reply mode. Like transformer system, is it correct to connect neutral grounding of a transformer with of a grid mat or to be kept in the individual mode? So those are the replies, because sometimes also the youngsters, they used to ask the queries, the transformer earthing, how it will be kept, whether it will be kept in the individual way or to be connected in the earthing mode or the earthing mat and all. So this is the attempts behind, so we can say, if you will be trying of your own, the only true wisdom is in knowing you know nothing. If you just keep in your way that I do not know anything, then you will be trying to plan something to get know. So that is the attempt been considered over here. Similarly, so other way, like transformer oil, can the filtration process in the transformer remove moisture completely? This is one of the sample question, of course. Then transformer testing we have taken also considered in present practices with our tan delta. And by that way, what are those advantages of doing the tan delta with of different frequencies and how to interpret its results? This is one of the sample questions. Like transformer protections we have, is it advisable to keep lightning arrestor within the zone of a transformer? So this is a question been asked also. We have also replied to that. So in this case, we can say the mantra behind it, the one which are going to have it, that the answers you get depend upon the queries you ask. Sometimes also the queries become different way. So that's why answer also not been taken in the focused manner. So the mantra behind it is there and should be there with you also, because we will be having also the last session wherever the question answer will go. All experts will be on the dais, and of the dais also, we will be having the open discussion. During that time, you will be asking those queries. Upon your queries, we will be answering. So that's why it depends upon the answers you get, depend upon how like you're questioning us. So in this way, my final request is that if you go for the Spark and knowledge cluster with a Traco Care platform, I can say, ignite the spark of knowledge with us. So hope so. I just ignited you, and you just get being ignited, being excited, get ready for the sessions where we will be having a open house. Again, once again, Jai Jagannath.
Thank you, Pradhan Saab. And may I request Negi sir to have a formal inauguration of his book, and please all can come forward. Oh yeah, please.
Good morning, one and all. Actually, I should have come prior to Mr. Patnaik. Nothing wrong in that. He's a well-known figure in the industry and really dedicated for the knowledge-sharing part of it, and then creating excitement, creating a inquisition in the mind of suppliers and utility to have to open up as far as knowledge sharing, as far as new technology is concerned. Actually, started this group Spark in 2017, and then is promoted as a question and answer session, and really many people do these things, but he is one who compiled. Okay, thank you, sir. You compiled all those things and brought to the table a booklet. See, there are many manuals available. See, even CBIP manual is available. And this even CE has issued recently one manual. But all these manuals tell you about the how to from the point of view of technical knowledge as a purchase point of view. Some part of this covered in terms of, because in terms of answering some of the questions. See, you as a working in executive, working in the utility, sometimes can't read everything in that manual. And you look for some of your favorite questions. What is tan delta? What is variation in that? Some people don't know, but they still work in the field. And during the course of carrying out the testing, some of the questions, somebody was asking negative tan delta, and all such things come in mind. And at that time, he's puzzled, and how to get answer and all this is always a question mark for him. So this is a platform created. It is a continuous platform. It is not that stopped. It is continuous. And I request all of you to go through this. You are very fortunate, I will say, that you are one part of this Traco Care, and now you are owner of this book, which is given to you. Kindly go through that. It will answer many of your questions. But you know, it is a continuous process. System operation, okay, and in equipment operation, there are always it's very dynamic, and in this situation, many things come into picture where you will not get answer in these books. So you please pose those problems in the Spark group, okay? And so that we come out in next 2-3 years, similar book, addendum to this book on those question and answer. And with this, I've been given the opportunity and privilege to inaugurate. Okay, I do that.
Okay, so may I request Joshi sir and Jagdish to please be on dais, and we have officially book announcement, book inauguration. Sir. When someone joins from that side. Joshi sir, please. Sir, please. Right. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Patna sir. All right.
This is the first publication of Knowledge Cluster with Spark Group. I hope many more to come in future. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Negi sir. Thank you, Patnaik sir. And now the formal session is going to start. I request my friend Palak to take it over. We have session 1, which is going to be operation and maintenance, where we have a well-knowledgeable chairman, Mr. Jai Salan, and Palak will take it forward. Please, Palak.
Good morning, everyone. I cannot hear any good morning. Anyways, we have started with our sessions today. So now we'll start. I would request Mr. Jason to take this session. I would like to brief you all a bit about him. Mr. Jason has obtained his B electrical honors from NIT Durgapur.
Palak. Mr. Jai Senan. C.
Jai Senan.
Jai Senan.
Jai Senan. Jai Senan, right? Yeah, Mr. Jai Senan. I'm so sorry for reading it in a wrong way. Please accept my apologies. He's completed his electrical honors from NIT Durgapur in 1987 and later completed his MS in Manufacturing Management from Birla Institute of Technologies in 2009. With 36 years of experience in transformer design, he has held positions in renowned companies such as Andrew Yole KEC, BBL and Virginia Transformers, USA, before joining Siemens Energies, India, and has head engineering transformers factories in India. He has his expertise extend to transformers up to 1200 kV and shudder reactors up to 800 kV, and he is recognized as a local key expert in their field. Apart from his professional achievements, he's actively contributing to the industry through the publication of numerous technological papers at national and international conferences organized by institutes like CBIP, CPRI, EMA. Additional, Mr. Jayasanan is a life member of CBI India and the BIS session committee from EDD 16 on transformers. Now I request him to kindly please chair the session. Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
Apologies
Palak.
once again for the wrong pronunciation.
Okay, I just hand it over. Oh, you have time, right. So we have three discussions here. So I request my friend Mr. Kevale to be on dais. There is going to be a small confusion, so I thought I get in and clear. There are two Trapocare here. So Trapocare 1, which is the workshop which our friend Jagdish drives sincerely for last a decade. And there is one more Trapocare which is involved into services. There is no ownership conflict. Both are separate companies, both are separate owner, and that Trapocare is Mr. Kevale. So I just thought you will get clarified and put him on dais. Thank you so much. Yes, Mr. Jayasanan, you have to take it further, and only time is the consent.
Hello. Good morning, everybody. It's my honor and pleasure to honor this first session on this wind-up. And today we have four sessions, including one session by me. The first session will be taken by Mr. Dr. Rajamani on 10 OEM mantras. The second session second lecture will be on Traco services by Mr. Dinesh Kavle. And finally, I will take a short session on transformer tank corrosion. It's one of the very important topics, so I will be taking the last session. So I request Mr. Rajamani to take over and continue his presentation on 10 OEM mantras. Thank you.
Does this work? Which I should press? Okay. What about this one? Does it work? Ah, it works. It works. No. Okay. How do I go back? Good morning to everyone. And first of all, I wish to congratulate Patnaik Saab. I think that he's doing a wonderful job because from 2017 or something, he started this. And then, of course, my first association was with 2007 or 8 when we met at IT Tech, etc. For to that extent, knowledge sharing is his passion, is my passion also. To that extent, all of us are really thankful that he's doing actually a thankless job. And similarly, I'm really very glad to see this Negi Saab, because in GUB, it is always said that it is like a BC and AD, It's before Negi and after Negi. there are some people who makes difference in the whole culture of organizations. To that extent, he's the one who has made a cultural difference. Now coming back to that, I try to make it very short, and Jagdish asked me to give something about the basic mantras of Voyandam, etc. And then when I talk of mantra, there are only 4 things. See, if you look at it, etc., I think that I don't know how many of you have seen branding, etc. Nike, it is just only one tick mark, etc. Nothing else. Is that then you know that you have to do the best, etc. There is only one tick mark. Therefore, similarly, when you want to brand something, etc., one of the things you must always try to do it is that make it as compact as possible so that it creates the greatest impact. Similarly, when you talk of Voyandam, I always believe that your whole Voyandam, what you are talking about is keep it cool, keep it clean, keep it dry, and keep it tight. Do you agree with me? Nothing else. And another thing is that the first one is preventive, next are curative. If you keep, second one, keep it clean. I feel that's the first thing. Is that I think that I don't know now, if you see the Danu power plant, etc., and similarly Unit 5, etc., operating floor is so clean that you can sit on the floor and then eat, take a 5-course meal. Therefore, the first thing in Voyandam is that if you keep it clean, etc., then 50% of your problems are solved. Actually, it's a preventive. Similarly, keep it cool, etc. Say, for example, what you're talking of, OTI, WTI, this one, etc., cooling systems, is basically aging of insulation, is basically keep it cool. Keep it dry. When you're talking of your filtrage, and this one ppm should be less than 5 ppm, this one, etc. It's keeping it dry. Keeping it tight, I think that I think yesterday and today maybe this one, as I told you, etc., wherever you have any bolts and nuts, etc., there are going to be oil leakage, etc. I think recently Boeing suffered a door that came out because some bolts were not kept tight, etc. Simple is that some people in Boeing, etc., they did not keep it tight. Therefore, Voyandam is basically all, I think that many of the one which you are going to talk about, the DGAs, and then your because they don't want, because any smallest of disturbances, because ground fault sensitivity is very high in 220 kV, they don't want nuisance stripping. Therefore, they used to have actually this one. That is the reason why they put even NTPC at the time, they put actually star 220 kV is little more cheaper, etc. Many times the utilities used to ask even delta on 220 kV, which was very expensive because it becomes uniform grading, etc. Now, once you provide, sacrificed, you became star and delta, and 33 kV delta is ungrounded system. Therefore, what you do, you provide again a NGT, neutral grounding transformer. Now, once you provide an NGT, etc., 100 MVA, it is carrying 1000 amps. From that, you have got a tapping, 3 tappings you have to take for the NGT, because you have to ground it. Because 33 kV systems, you can't have ungrounded system. Therefore, they want to ground the system. How do you ground? Then again, you provide NGT. Then NGT can, then you have to do the maintenance and oil, DGA. And the problem with NGT is also one of the things which you found compared to a power transformer is that NGT has got a stagnant oil. At least in power transformers, the current varies, etc. Therefore, there is a constant exchange of moisture between the oil and the paper, etc. When the current is very high, the moisture is expelled from the paper to oil, and in the other way around, when the underloaded conditions, oil to paper. So there's a constant. Whereas in the case of NGT, it's a stagnant, nothing is carrying current, etc. Therefore, then we do the constant DGA. Therefore, it adds a lot of things to your O&M people. Now, what we did is that in 2007, etc., we completely changed, etc. Why do you want to have that NGT itself? We make it as a part of a power transformer. Because anyhow, power transformer is going to be maintained anytime. Therefore, what we have is star, why is it 11? It is standard now, etc. And now it is working for the whole about 2007, means maybe around 18, 20 years. And one more thing is that we also discussed saying that we don't even need a delta tertiary for it. Even up to 200 MVA, we can go for delta tertiary, without delta tertiary, etc. Now what is happening is that now I don't need a NGT, a big elephant, maintenance, etc. And then one more thing is that I got both the primary and the secondary. Any type of grounding you can have, whether you want a solid grounder, reactance grounder, resistance grounder, etc. For this made the O&M people's life extremely easy. Therefore, one of the things which I find is that design also can, a simple design change can make the people's, O&M people's life easy. Therefore, one of the things which I really tell people coming from utilities is that delta star delta, that I feel that it can be completely, star zigzag can be almost standardized because it makes their life very, very easy for you. This is just a suggestion. Of course, as I said that you got the neutrals available on both the sides, and therefore you can have the cake and eat it too. You can, see, the greatest idea of this is that it exactly says ground fault isolation is possible. Sir, how is this star zigzag gives the ground fault isolation? Is it really true? See, one of the things I am always this one is that, of course, many of the papers in EMA have written on many of these things, etc. For example, if there is a fault on, let's say, the middle phase, etc., I have seen that you can see the current distribution coming back to the neutral, etc. And then if you see here, etc., and then if you see in the middle phase, the current is flowing. Therefore, the ampere turn balance, there is no current on the R phase. Therefore, there is no current on the primary. And then You just see the current on the, this one, equivalent current flowing on the primary and secondary. You will just see that a line to ground fault on the secondary side goes as a line to line fault on the this one. Therefore, a line to ground fault on the secondary is converted as a line to line fault on the primary side. Sir, is it really true? Yes, of course. Now, with numerical relays, actually this is the actual waveform which is taken. At the bottom you can see that there's a B-phase fault. At the top you can see that it's converted into an Y and B. Therefore, you have a simple ground fault isolation with a star zigzag. Therefore, this makes the, of course, I got a ground fault isolation as well as I have removed completely NGT. So this is very good, this one. And therefore, these are some of the, I'm just throwing some idea, that's all. And of course, this is a old slide. I think yesterday there was a brilliant, this one on bushing. I think I congratulate the gentleman, etc. Therefore, one of the things which I find is that the weakest link in any transformer is nothing, just bushing and VLTC. Nothing else, only bushing and VLTC. If you take care of them, I think 50% of the problems are solved. And in bushing, I think we transferred from delta, star zigzag. I think that most probably, I think we should go for dry bushings like RIP, etc. And I feel that it will be really a game changer, and it will make the Y&M very, very easy. And then, of course, I think many of the utilities, including presently in Adani's also, they are all going for RIP bushings. But only one thing which I got it from, I'm not a manufacturer or this one, etc. They say that you have to be very, very careful in the manufacturing, etc. Because if the quality control is bad, etc., then its life becomes very low. Therefore, try to get RIP bushing only from a reputed manufacturer. Otherwise, it becomes like a vacuum bottle. It cannot be repaired. You have to be thrown, etc. Therefore, this is what maybe, and also they say the cost comparison, it might have come down drastically now. And I heard that at that time there were no Indian manufacturers. Now I think people have come in India also. I think Siemens is making some of these things, etc. Therefore, of course, I'm not a marketing guy for RIP or this, etc. But I feel that it is good. You can really, I feel that it will make the Y&M people's life much easier. Next is, this is the classic case. I am very, very, this one, because when I was working, when I saw the one, first when I started this, etc., maybe around 2005, something like that, people, I just saw this one transformer, and they are buying the taps like this. What is the tap range we are talking about? Tap range is a +3 to -23, 16 taps and 17 taps, etc. And then they say, sir, it's all there for the last 15 years, same this, and we are buying, etc. Then we installed the SCADA. And therefore, I told this one, you do the data mining and then find out how many times duration for which this tap it has existed. Now, therefore, for a period of time, maybe about 15 or 20, maybe about almost a year, etc., you can take a data mining, and then the young engineer came and presented me this one. This is the data. Then I found that this whole tap, between tap to 10 to 16, has never been used in his life, etc. Then why are we buying this, etc.? Why are we specifying this? And every tap basically is that, I'm not a manufacturer, he will, this one, etc. The tap rate which is coming out, etc. It is a weak point. It's a weak point. It's an extremely weak point. Now, one of the things which we did is that immediately I told him, which you never used, etc., then why are we specifying this? And simply change the tab. And then we immediately, it was the existing spec, we changed this one, just made it simple. And the manufacturers are very, very happy. Sir, you reduce the number of tab, everything. And another thing is that if every tap, if you put etc., if you take the annual maintenance etc., at that Y&M people you are insisting each tap he has to take that all the measurements etc. His life also becomes much, much easier. Much easier. And another thing I will like to touch upon this etc. This was this one. I tell you, in 2008 and 9, we are doing this ultra mega power plant at Secion, 3000 megawatts. First 765 kV by 400 kV ICTs, 1000 MVA. Then I said that as usual, yeah, all the specifications, everything has, etc., it has got all, tap plus or minus 10%, etc. I was really thinking is that 765 kV is a big ocean, 400 kV is a big grid, etc. What can a 1000 MVA transformer can do? What is that it can make any impact on this, etc.? I simply said that there is no tap for this one, just remove the tap. And there was a lot of opposition in my management, etc. So then CEA will object, NTP, this one, power grid specification, aapne dekha, etc. I said that, okay, I don't, this one, etc. At least I'm not convinced what is that you want to achieve, etc. Now I simply removed, etc. I simply removed the taps, this one, etc. Of course, it's working for the last 13 years. I think that recently I heard that CEA has actually changed the specification. Also, they also removed the taps. And at that time, Mr. Ramachandran was there. And one of the discussions we have, etc., all the manufacturers actually, when I removed this, they are extremely happy. Sir, you have done the best thing, etc., because there is no tap. And similarly, I tell you that the generator transformers, I am really asking you, Danu is commissioned, I think some engineers from Danu also is there, I think 1994 or 96, is it? And unit 5, this thing. That GT tap, I don't know, generator transformer, has it ever been changed? If you put in that one, the tap, no. If I say that remove the tap, I think people get scared, etc. Like if we removed ICT tap, I think that it's high time we think of removing the tap for GT, because it makes the Y&M people extremely, very, very happy for them. Therefore, it is just a mindset saying that one day wo kaam ka aa jayega. That one day will never, never come. एक दिन को काम का आ जाएगा, एक दिन, I don't think it comes at all, etc. It is just a mindset, etc. Of course, it is just a suggestion, I'm telling you. And whatever is possible, what I'm saying is that these are some of the design aspects which you can take so that you make the life of the Y&M people much easy, much easier. I think with this, I wish to thank Jagdish, because he just wanted me to give some, mantras, etc. I'm not giving mantras, but what I feel is that if you keep everything clean, tight, and dry, I think that most of the problems are solved. And try to also incorporate certain things in the specification itself, thinking of the people of Y&M, etc., not in isolation, and let's not be too much enamored by, putting so much, so many complicated things, so that one day that will come useful, etc. I think with that, I will close my talk, and I thank the organizers for giving me an opportunity to present my views.
Thank you, sir. It's a very thought-provoking speech, and it was eye-opener also for me. And in fact, out of the four mantras you suggested, keep it cool and keep it tight, I think it is also relating to design. Because the temperature of the transformer or reactor is again at design stage, it is frozen. And if we know the correct ambient temperatures and the climatic conditions, and we know the operating conditions of the transformer, it is quite comfortable to design a transformer or a reactor exactly meeting the operating conditions. So the transformer can be kept cool, provided we know the operating condition very well. Second thing is about the tightness. We know that the upper bolted constructions are regularly used in India, but I have seen that there are some leading European and developed countries, they are adopting welded flanges. So they straight away eliminate the possibility of oil leakages coming out of the curb area. So this is also one indirectly a design area, because the tightness, the type of design of the gasket, the groove design, all those things are also relating to mechanical design. And therefore, I think that those 2 points are, though it is operating manual's O&M's responsibility, but it is also a responsibility of the OEM. This is what, as a OEM, I would like to say that. And actually, you highlighted in the speech how you converted the star delta transformer connection from star delta to star zigzag connection. And again, we have eliminated one of the object in the circuit. At the same time, the design of a zigzag transformer is also a little bit tricky. We will need to have 2 windings inside, and those transformers also behave electromagnetically different inside the transformer. So therefore, we need to take care of that design. We have supplied recently to Adani, and we know that. And so that's one aspect. One, we have to, when you do something, some changes in externally, there is some changes happening inside the transformer. And the third point about the tapping range reduction was very interesting, because many times the specifications are continuing for ages. Nobody looks at the tapping range, etc. And that is the responsibility of the OEM operating person, because the operating person knows what is the range of voltage which is occurring in the system. So if the right feedback is given to their engineering and again to the O&M, O&M will be more than happy to reduce the tapping range, because with a stable grid system, I think the voltage variation is expected to be less. In that situation, we can definitely think of that, because as a designer, I know it's very complex to design a transformer with a very large tapping range because of the overhang which is happening, and simulations under transient are more. And therefore, any tapping range which is a lesser range is always preferred by the OEM. That is the reason for that. And with that, I would like to invite Mr. Dinesh to take over that and have a brief introduction of him. Mr. Dinesh has completed his engineering in 1991, and he joined the transformer manufacturing unit. He has 32 years of experience in the transformer industry. He is enthusiastic, and because of his enthusiasm, he left this job and he started owning the Traco company in the year 2001. He has acquired a lot of competency, core competency in the field of services for transformer. I invite him to take up the session, next session on Traco services. Thank you.
Hello. Good morning, friends. First of all, thank Jagdish sir. I am just, you give me a chance to share the stage with the expert like Jayamani sir, Rajamani sir and Jaya Senan sir, because I am not that much expert of what these people are, because I am a field person. Basically, I am from service side. So from yesterday, you might be listening all the design of the transformer, testing of the transformers, then various protections to be carried out, what protection to be carried out, not failure of the transformer. My session will be Hindi and English mixed, okay, please bear with me. So Now today I am just explaining the how to means maintain the transformer. So इतना सब होने के बावजूद भी you are protecting, you are measuring SFRA, tan delta, DGA regularly. Still, we are facing a problems because all delegates might be are coming from the field side. बहुत सारा लोग तो मुझे fields का दिख रहा है, तो what daily उसमें उनको routine में क्या problems आता है, तो just within 10 minutes I am just explaining the case studies of the different failures of the transformers. So जय में राजामणि साहब ने तो शुरू में इसलिए किया था कि ट्रांसफॉर्मर को फिक्स टैप पे करना है, not because not in operation. So this fear in utility also, nobody is operating the transformer tap changer and not means regular maintaining the tap changer. So they are having a tap changer but not that fear is there कि नहीं करना है. किधर तो एक ये हुआ रहता है कि some during operation some failures आया रहता है, तो people are just maintaining, not operating regularly. So as a service provider, I will show you some pictures as well as the case studies of different types of failures in the transformers, how to maintain the transformer, how if at all this type of failure occurs, something DJ is occurs, some acetylene or ethylene, any key gases you find in the transformer, what should be the precautionary measure or what activity to be carried out after as a part of inspection. So just I am showing you the case studies. These are the different failures. OLTC failure is there, bushing failure, this flange mounting failure, this is bushing failure. See, one of this is 50 MVA transformer near in Nashik region. This transformer, this complaint was like this transformer tripped on REF and PRV. So accidentally observed more than 50 ppm. So the customer called for the inspection. So what are the findings? See, these are the core shunts. The core shunt touches to the HV winding lead, 100 kV bushing lead. So there was a spark observed over there. We repaired at site and this transformer is running successfully. So just because of that core bindings touches to the HV bushing lead, that problem occurred. We rectified at site and this transformer is running from last say around 1 year. Next case study is some neutral, this type of faults everywhere occur. So this transformer was only bushing alarm, Buko's alarm was observed. So customer called for the inspection. So what we findings like this? See, this is regular faults we are observing on field. See, this is LV neutral bushing connection. So maybe in erection stage, that was maybe at the time of erection is found loose. So after say around 6 months or 8 months, this type of, because of the regular fault current goes to the neutral bushing. So this connector burnt and we replace it with the new one. See that rod is completely burnt, that palm type connector, this is completely burnt. This is OLTC failure. This 105 MVA 400 kV class transformer, that complaint was the OLTC fault was occurred on that particular site. So customer called for the inspection. We drain the oil, check the internal core coil assembly. Nothing was happened to the core coil assembly. We tested the transformer at site. Everything was fine and superb. Once only the problem was OLTC divert. They have huge oil, this water content observed in OLTC diverter chamber. So nothing was happened to the core coil assembly. So we call the OLTC manufacturer, and we made exact same OLTC from the OLTC manufacturer, and we replaced that OLTC at site, which is near Bhusawal region. This transformer is also running successfully from last 8 months. This 167 MVA transformer, 400 kV class transformer near Raigad region, the complaint was bushing flashover was observed. Externally it was looked as bushing is completely damaged. So if we see the transformers, nobody can tell that bushing transformer bacha hoga karke. Bushing was completely blast. So customer call for the internal inspection. We go inside, check everything. That's for bushing. Nothing was happened to the transformer. This is the condition inside the transformer. You see the lot of this insulation particles, then condenser of the bushing, everything is inside the tank. We remove the bushing, and same time of bushing, luckily it was available at site. We replaced that bushing, test the transformer. This also running last 8 months, it is running successfully. There are the various case studies I am showing you. This one is special. This 50 MVA 100 by 22 kV transformer in Mumbai region. There was a complaint from the transformer tripped on all the protections. PRV, then Bucose relay, PRV, current, and heavy acetylene. As you see the acetylene level, 1200 ppm acetylene was observed. Customer call for the inspection. See, the finding was Y-phase neutral end found open, Y-phase LV to neutral connection found open. That crimping ferrule, bottom LV bottom windings jo lead hai, that it was removed from the crimping. So same fault was attended at site by additional putting one ferrule and crimping and joints. And after heating and vacuum process, we have started the transformer. This transformer is running for last 2 years. So these are the different this special case. This no acetylene, nothing, only ethylene and ethane gas observed on particular transformer. See the heavy rusting of the core. Because of the rusting of the core, we found ethylene, more ethylene on particular transformer. So we rectify at the site, clean the core properly. Now last 2 years, no gas rising in particular transformer. So these are the various types of case studies. Now I will show some precautions. See, the OLTC condition. When I started my service, providing the service, nobody was known that there is a separate oil in OLTC also. This was the practically I am speaking. So substation वाला बोलता था okay oil है, लेकिन OLTC के अंदर separate oil है, यहाँ तक बताना पड़ा. So these are the condition of OLTC before overhauling. So we start overhauling like this. Secondly, the air cell. On field people there only बताया जाता है कि इसमें air cell है. So this type of air cell we are providing, and to avoid the direct contamination with the atmospheric air. The precaution every time what I am seeing कि substation in charge को ये लगता है कि मैं ज़्यादा ऑयल भरेगा तो मुझे फ्यूचर में तकलीफ नहीं होगा, 2 ड्रम एक्स्ट्रा. लेकिन पर्टिकुलरली एयर सेल कंजर्वेटर के लिए मैं आप सभी इनको ये करना चाहता है कि मिनिमम ऑयल जितना एयर सेल कंजर्वेटर में यू हैव टू फिल ओनली 1/3 ऑफ ऑयल. 2/3 portion of the conservator should be open, means there should not be oil. Otherwise what will happen, for expansion of the air cell is need 2/3 portion which is required. Otherwise the breathing, there will not be any breathing, and it will means increase the pressure in a transformer, or say PRV tripping or oil leakages start हो जाएगा. तो minimum oil is required. Also the calibration of MOG. सभी लोग बोलते हैं कि 1/3 oil भरा है, 30% है oil, लेकिन उसका कोई calibration नहीं है. So what my method, what I am suggesting the people, you just calculate the volume of the conservator. If your conservator is say around 5 kL के लिए है, total capacity अगर oil का 5 kL है, you just 1/3 oil उसमें भरिए after draining करके, and see that you just calibrated. Otherwise there is no method. MOG, magnetic oil level gauge, whatever the showing, you are just believing, okay, 1/3 है तो 1/3 है, 2/3 है तो it is not like that. Better you drain out the oil completely, measure the volume of the conservator, and particular अगर 4 kL के लिए तो you fill say around 6 drums oil उसमें डालना है, if the capacity of the total is 4000 liter. इस way में, this way में you can correct it the air cell. This is very critical. ये दिखता है छोटा, लेकिन most of the cases, maximum complaints हमारे पास ये आता है कि in summer when oil volume जब बढ़ता है तो maximum trippings in PRV, then leakages start because of the not proper breathing. ये अगर उसमें care नहीं लिया गया तो it will start the leakages. Another case, see, previously the inside of the winding connection manufacturers are doing like this, center flexibles, and then rod wheel is there. So over a period क्या होता था, some because of the loose connection वो जो flexibles है उसमें holes करके बड़ा होता, तो we modified with the palm type connector inside the winding. These are the photographs of OLTC replacement at site. See, internal inspection we are carried. Another one is this, second is core frame tank. Most of the cases what we found during erection stage, people are not shorting this core frame and tank. In service condition, core to frame to tank should be permanently ground. If it is not properly shorting, so gases, ethane gases may be raised in the transformer. So this type of precaution should be taken care. Secondly, Mr. Rajamani sir said that transformer should be on fixed tap. Not to miss. If you are not using the tap changer, why you are going for the tap changer? Jagdish, your gold part sponsor is SNMR and silver sponsor is service provider of tap changer. So it is there. Let's just, it's a joke apart. So